Welcome to the Stress Outlet. My name is Dr. Kimberly Quinn. I'm here in Fort Lauderdale, FLA. We actually went to the zoo yesterday and we saw these tigers just back and forth. And I like, oh, what a great place to do a reel. But I was so in the moment actually with our granddaughter, and the tigers were kind of pulled in because they were doing that really hangry thing. Like I feel like when I need a burger stat, only we were the burgers, I think. So it was like, so we were kind of entrenched in that. It was so super cool. Anyway, so speaking of that, actually, I didn't even do that on purpose. I was going to say, the mind is so wired to chase and hunt as far as, our own becoming ourselves, fully becoming our most authentic selves. And actually, that's kind of the opposite of what we really need to do to achieve our authenticity. It's rather than chase and hunt, which the brain really, really wants to do. I found it, which works positively and negatively, right? With thoughts in general. If you're used to self-deprecating, it's trying to please you. So every time you land on that, I'm not enough thought, or what if, and all the myriad of what if thoughts, it just latches on. So here's the thing. With, achieving authenticity, achieving the highest vibe, highest version of yourself, it's actually counterintuitive in a way, because once we stop chasing and stop hunting for the real us comes forth. So you have to actually put in effort to not put in effort. I know that sounds strange, because everything worthwhile in life takes effort. So the effort is to not put in effort when it comes to being ourselves. Because when we can stop chasing, stop hunting, and just start being, we actually kind of naturally sort of, our authentic self just sort of comes to the surface. She or he's there. The authentic self is just waiting to be invited. It's kind of like they're super polite. So the authentic self wants to be in the driver's seat, and instead, when all the ego stuff takes over, all the need for approval, all the external, searching for that approval, searching for all these things outside from latching onto outcomes and what people think of us and the whole thing, that's all ego stuff. The authentic self just kind of sits back saying, hey, whenever you're ready, let me know. Happy to come forth, and bring the happiness and the joy, because you're residing in your true, real authenticity. Just, you let me know. And then she comes forth. So we stop chasing, stop hunting, stop forcing, and start allowing. That is when our real, for realsy, authentic self we were born into this world with, full of worth, knowing our own worth, knowing that joy, that's when it all happens. Watch what happens, and even in your day, just on this day, stop forcing and start allowing your day to unfold and see what happens.